I do remember seeing a documentary on the Rolling Stones, and the camera is backstage, and they asked Mick Jagger, "What's going through your mind right now?" And he goes, "I need to give them everything I have." And I watched that 20, 25 years ago. So
Wow.
in that vein, my question is this, that's a generosity of spirit,
That's
but
right.
it's not just one way, because clearly if you're giving everything you had, as you say, you get spent, and there's such an energizing sensibility to that.
Mhm.
When you're doing a keynote and you're being brought in, you're the capital T, capital L leader for that moment, 30, 45, 60 minutes, whatever it
Mhm.
is. You're the leader. What is your mindset as the leader there for that group that is attending, that your commitment is transformation, to bring them through an adventure, to energize them, to give them persistence, to disappear the resistance? What is your commitment as a leader when you're up there as the leader?
Yeah, no one's ever asked me that. There's a scripture that I use in my daily life to just kind of fortify my faith. And it says that we must decrease so that God increases in us. And I actually
Mm,
take that to the stage. I must decrease so that they feel increased. Now, I'm going to come to the stage making it hopefully very hard for you to forget. I'm going to have some out of this world hair. This is very tame for me, as you know, right?
right. I know.
Some stuff, wardrobe that you're not expecting in a corporate setting, shoes to die for, because I connect with a lot of women simply by making that first step on stage. I'm going to make it very visually and hopefully orally hard for you to forget. But if I do my job, what you remember the most is how you felt about what you could do next by the time I leave. And what I always tell companies is they're going to rave about me on social for that 24 hours, and eventually they're going to forget my name. They're going to remember you brought me in, so they're going to feel some really awesome way about you. And then eventually that's even going to go away, but they're just going to be left with, what did I learn and take away? And we've had people who write us years later and tell us about companies they founded or organizations they started because of one thing that we said. Use
Right.
a purpose statement. And that means they increase. So it's okay if over time the memory of Jade dissipates, as long as what's indelible is what was kind of written on your heart and in on your mind about who you are at
Right.
the end of that time.
Yeah, and that's I call it the generosity of spirit right
Yeah.
there. I mean, and spirit in any way you want to call spirit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
really, you get a lot more with sweet than you do with sour. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, as an
Look,
old adage.
we do pride ourselves, Seth, because I think as the musician, people would assume we'd be the diva, and my team and I are the least diva you can imagine. We want the experience from booking to delivery to be top
Right.
notch, and we want everyone to feel cared for and important. And so that's probably the thing I'm the most proud of, is we really enjoy the interactions we have from backstage to the janitor, the person working the curtains, the lights. I love meeting the sound team. Those things are important to us, because if we say we major in transformation, it can't just be for the audience in the seats. It has to be with everybody we interact with.
Everybody you interact with, you're
Yeah.
either expanding or contracting.
That's it.
And that,
Good.
that's the deal. Thanks for stopping in and watching this video. If you found it helpful, you can find others just like it at the link below, and subscribe while you're at it.